today. For today, we're jumping into Heartstopper, Season 2, Episode 1. Ooh, I like that. I'm excited. It is finally here. I did a countdown on my phone and on YouTube, and we are finally here, guys. So let's jump right into this amazing show. If you would like to see this in a full reaction, you guys can. For my entire platform, here on the platform that will always help copyright my as well as my other platform, Patreon. So guys, once again, if you'd like to see this in a full reaction, please join one of those platforms today. Now, without further ado, let's jump into Heartstopper and find out exactly what Heartstopper has got to give. Your phone's ringing.
Guess what?
What?
I came out to my mum last night. Completely fine with it.
Want a well done kiss?
Yeah. Kissing at school is a terrible idea.
I want to try not to cry.
Just let me win, Charlie!
Yes!
Can't do this anymore!
I'm sorry.
Oh no, this is war! Come on. Hi. 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 Hi.
I have a boyfriend!
Yes, we're all fully aware. Yeah, he's okay.
And he wants to come out.
As long as you're both fine with it and you're looking out for each other, I'm sure it will be fine.
Are you giving Charlie relationship advice?
Rude! Excuse me.
Your excuse.
No, excuse me. You have it.
No, you won. Fair and square.
No, take it.
Imogen, you okay?
I have something very important to show you. I named him Brooklyn because that's where I want to live someday. We're still friends, aren't we? I promise I don't fancy you anymore.
I still want to be friends.
Okay, good. Also fancy someone else now.
Really? Okay, fine. Don't tell me. We've been friends since year 7.
And if you have any romantic developments, I want to hear all about them. Oh my god, I forgot to show you this one.
Perhaps not so happy for our year 11s, but today it's the season is.
Well, why did you yell, sir?
For those of you who don't know, next couple of weeks, I'll be supervising your independent GCSE revision. Break my rules, and you go straight to isolation for the day. Why not let you off with a warning, seeing as I hadn't quite finished listing my rules? Alright, I think we're gonna get on just fine.
Yes, sir.
Charlie.
Here, sir.
You're just going to ignore me for 2 weeks then?
Yes.
I didn't even do anything to you. Don't talk to me. The Charlie for what happened. Don't talk about him. Wow. If you're trying to keep it quiet, you should probably stop acting so gay there.
I seem to remember saying something about no chatting.
Be careful.
I want to rejoin the rugby team.
You know you don't have to do this if you don't want to.
I want to. Otherwise we'll barely see each other.
But you are very good at the falling over part.
I'm good at the running part too, actually.
What, running away from the ball? You come back to rugby?
Yeah.
Yes, lad. Come on then.
What? Are you still in a mood with us?
Shut up.
Charlie, pass the ball! Let's go, let's go! Pass the ball, man! It was open!
Aren't you guys playing like a team?
Have the perfect romance. Exactly. Tao is literally the worst person to have a crush on. But maybe being weird is how he expresses his romantic feelings. What if you tried actually flirting with him? Just to see what happens. Yeah, flirt with him. You're quiet today. What's up?
Nothing. My mum's been moaning at me to get a haircut.
Your hair's cute, Mom. You should do what you want. That's my mum. I'll see you tomorrow.
I got you a present.
What?
Chocolate.
Why? We've been going out for 2 months. As in, it's our 2-month anniversary. I did not get you a present. It's okay, I didn't want it to become a thing, so... And how did you know this is my favourite chocolate bar? You mentioned it ages ago, so...
Ooh.
And that's why we shouldn't kiss at school. Oh, but kissing's so fun.
He cares so
I want
much.
to tell people. You don't have to tell everyone, or anyone if you don't want to. You're making me want to kiss you again. If we're out by the time we're on the Paris trip, we can kiss on the Eiffel Tower. No more kissing at school. It's too risky. Are you staying to hang out with us?
I will be going upstairs. Why exactly did you purchase the entire Tesco snack aisle?
I'm helping Nick come out to one of his oldest friends. Hi. I made cupcakes. Wow, well done.
No, it's not. These are my favourite.
Is it?
I swear, I'm going to move into your house just so I can get your mum to make me these every day.
Darcy's mum's the same. She hates having people over.
Yeah, a tour. We've got loads of snacks in there.
Does she know about you guys?
Not yet.
Your friend group is so nice. How did you get to know everyone?
Well, I guess it was Charlie first. You know, we're in the same form, and...
Cute.
You know, I didn't like her in season 1. I didn't like her at all.
I don't know why it's so hard to just say it.
It is hard. It's hard.
If I'm going to use it to get into art college.
What about all this floral stuff? I could be your model.
Wait, tilt your head a bit to your left. That's your right.
Sorry.
Go order our pizzas. Do you want Hawaiian?
Tara, I don't like dancing.
Imogen? Nick, come and dance! Come on! Oh my god, finally!
You and Elle have been doing work like all afternoon.
Elle's trying to get into this prestigious art college.
Do you think it's going to be weird for you if you're apart next year?
We're not dating.
Oh, no,
She's my friend. It's none of your business.
Charlie, can I use your bathroom?
Yeah, sure. I'll show you where it is.
I like her matching outfit.
That's the bathroom. I kind of had something that I want to tell you.
She just needs a bathroom.
It's kind of hard to...
Is it about you and Charlie? It is kind of obvious. And like, it totally makes sense. You didn't like me because you're gay.
Well, I'm bisexual, actually.
Oh. I'm sorry, I don't actually know how to react.
You have to tell me about your crush. Oh, come on. It's only fair.
Fine, okay. It's Ben.
Ben.
I think I need to try and get over it.
Oh, right next to each other.
Every time.
Every time.
I can't believe people think you're straight.
Bye.
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 Are all your friends going too?
Yeah, it's a joint Trum and Higgs language student. You know my friend Nick?
Yes.
He's my boyfriend.
He's a very sporty, laddish sort of boy.
Being gay has nothing to do with that. And actually, he's bisexual.
No hanky-panky in this house.
Please don't say hanky-panky. And I
Bedroom door open at all times.
I'm leaving.
No hanky-panky till you're married.
stop saying hanky-panky. Telling people then.
Yeah.
And you're not worried about getting bullied again?
It's not going to be like when I got outed. I can make sure that he never feels pressured, stressed, scared. Everything's going to be perfect.
Well, I like that. Now that we are done with the first episode of Heartstoppers, I am I am beyond thrilled. This show really did move me. I really did like the journey following Nick and coming out in this episode to his best friend. You know what I have to say is I find it very interesting because for me, when I came out, like everybody was like this. Oh, you finally want to tell us? Like everybody knew that I was already gay, and there was no shock here. But for Nick, obviously him coming out and then his best friend assuming that he was gay, and he's like, actually I'm bi. That also happens all the time. Like a lot of people believe just because there's people, I'm trying to find the exact words to say. There are people out there who don't believe in bisexuality, believe it or not. I had actually a conversation a while back with somebody and they're straight and they're like, oh, well, guys can't be bi. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, I don't even know what that actually in the world means. What does that mean, sir, ma'am? But anyways, and also, you remember what happened last year to Nick when he was outed by people. I guess he was like forced to come out, and he was pretty upset about that. But it's good to see that he's still coming through to the show and still giving like the younger youth something that they could look at and be like, wow, I could be better. I could do this. I could be in my truth, not be better, but I could be in my truth and be who I am and not feel like the pressures of society which is weighing down on you. Because when I was coming out in 2000 and whatever, it was a very different environment. Being gay was not okay. I think there were some gay shows that came out, but not that much. And I never actually seen them still to this day. But it was good to see that. I loved the Nick and Charlie, just getting into it. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but me and Nick are actually dating. So to see Charlie, all over Nick, I was a little baffled. I was a little perplexed. And if you guys don't mind, I have to call Charlie because Charlie really thought that he could be all over Nick. He has a lot of numbers. UK. So we just have to let Charlie know really quickly that, we love him, we love the show, but he can't be doing, hi Charlie, how are you doing today? Yes, yes, it's Andres. Right, I'm filming, I'm live, I'm here. The people are watching at home. They loved Heartstoppers, right guys? You loved it. The first episode was amazing. Yes, Charlie. Yes, it was amazing. I loved it. Now, the only thing is, I have to let you know, you are kissing on my man a lot in this episode. Yes, you are. You are absolutely. So the next episode, can we just try to work that out and like just a little bit less of that? Just, a little bit more story, okay? Less kissing, more story. Right. I know. He's very apologetic. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna text Nick and let him know like what we're discussing. I can't talk long. I'm on my reaction. Yes, they loved it. I'll tell them you loved them too. All right, Charlie. All right, Charles. All right, I'll see you. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, all right. Bye-bye. Bye. All right. Sorry, we always have to have me and Charlie, we do this, guys. He's always on that phone, child. So yeah, I have to call him, let him know, like, Nick is my man, okay? Brandy and Monica saying that the boy is mine. Have you guys heard that song? That was me. That was for me to Charlie, because he has to remember his place sometimes. Hair flip. But regardless, that was an amazing episode. I loved following Tao. I love Tao, by the way. I believe that's his name. Tao, I liked him in season 1, and people really didn't like Tao that much. And I love Tao. And now here I don't know the other characters' names, but you see Tao is starting obviously in the ending of season 1, he started getting this crush on that lovely lady, right? And now they're going back and forth because they like each other, but they don't know how to say it, they don't know how to express it because they're best friends. And as you see, Tao is very easily to snap, he's very easy to react. And when Nick said one little thing, he jumped onto Nick, right? But Tao has to also remember that he can't be yelling at somebody slams the door. Let me tell you something. Filming in New York City and living in the house with other people, it's hard. Because people be slamming doors like they're mad at me. But anyways, back to my reaction. So, yes, it's good to see Tao and, you know, and him, like, snapping at Nick. You know, as I was trying to say, ADD is acting up. Tao has to remember that Nick also is my man, and I don't want to attack Tao, okay? I don't want to attack Tao. He's my main man. He's like my best friend. But, you know, as long as he doesn't get too crazy. The lady who was Nick's best friend, is Nick's best friend in the show. I didn't like her last season at all. And she just bothered me. And now, the ending of the first season into this episode, I was like, yeah, I like her. She's cool. And she obviously knew that Nick and Charlie were together because it's obvious. Like, they're not even trying to hide it anymore. They're kissing in school. They're on a couch like this. You know, like, it's obvious. But it was good to see her, you know, interact with that, which I already touched base. It was good to see the two lesbian girls. I don't know their names. I forgot. I'm sure you guys got to comment down below. Let me know what their names are. I love them. I've always liked those two. And then we saw that Nick is going to obviously have to battle with his ex-friends because, you know, they're still on there. That guy who's on a rugby team, even his... I don't want to come for these people, like, you know, I'm trying not to be a bully, but even the way he talks bothers me. So him still being this pompous person, I'm like, oh my God, he's a great actor because his character irritates me. Also, the guy who was... Did he, like... The DL character that Charlie was with in the beginning of this show, did he hit Charlie before, or was he just super aggressive? I think he was super aggressive. I don't think he was like abusive, but now you see him. I gag when him and Nick are together, y'all. Like, I'm like, ooh, look at this shit. And you can see that they're having a back and forth. I actually really do like that character as a character to be in the show because he just brings a different element in this show that we actually need, and I'm with it. So overall, I would give this episode a 10. You guys know it's never going to be lower over here. I am biased. I am a fruit of the loom, and there is no way I will ever downvote this show. This show is effing amazing. And I really can't wait till we push out more of the show. I try to space out my shows, and because this show is so, every episode is so quick and over as soon as it starts, I want to like live in my Heartstopper realm. But expect it to probably pop up maybe tomorrow or the next day. I try to space out Heartstopper. I really do. And by the way, I always call it Heartstoppers, and it's Heartstopper. I don't know why I always do that. Anyways, guys, comment down below what you thought about this episode. I lived. I gagged. I was living. This was the best thing. It is such a heartwarming show that I feel like today in today's society we need. We need just a show that we could watch, laugh, cry, and just feel happy inside. You know what I mean? Also, by the way, before I wrap this up, there was a 28-year-old man here in New York City who was voguing to Beyonce's Renaissance tour. Like, I think he was just voguing to her music because Beyonce is mother. And it was here in Brooklyn in New York City, and he was killed just for being who he is. Just for being a gay black guy, dancing, voguing. They killed him at a gas station, 28 years old. And I'm still waiting for Black Lives Matter to start a protest for him because he is part of two communities, but don't expect that to happen. I have to say this on this note, and then I'm going to get off this reaction. It is extremely hard to be in the LGBT plus community, regardless if we're in 2023. Look at what's happening in Florida, okay? Look what's happening all around, where they're stopping trans people from being in sports. They're stopping drag queen shows because they believe that's a problem. Like, that's like, that is like the almighty sin. They're making false cases to the Supreme Court, stopping cakes that wasn't even requested by that ugly tard. Excuse my language. that Oompa Loompa. She was like, oh yes, I don't have to make cakes for gays, although gays have not asked me to make cakes. Girl, one thing you have to know, and two things for certain, no gay guy is going to come to you to ask for cake because we already think you're going to eat it before it even comes out. Here, flip. And that is not, you know, I'm going to read. I'm not going to read. I'm going to keep it to what it is. So my point is that it might be 2023, but we are still hated. We are still being attacked just for being who we are. And it feels like we're going backwards, although we moved so much. But we still have battles to do, guys. We still have rights to be won. So rest in peace to that lovely young man who was just living his life, living his truth, and being just murdered for that. And I hope that our community continues to be stronger. And also, it's hard to be in the LGBT community, but it's also hard to be a minority in the LGBT community because, believe it or not, there is a lot of racism in our own community, in the LGBT community. So, and then there's hate coming from our own community, whatever ethnicity background, minority background that we are in. And I know that I have Asian gay friends, I have Latino gay friends, I have Black gay friends. It's hard. So with that being said, hopefully with this show could move us and bring us closer together as a community, as a whole, as people, because that's what we are. We are humans and we all bleed the same. So that was my note. I wanted to say that little piece because although we're living in this lovely show and loving it and laughing and crying, please know that out there in different countries, even in this country, there is still a battle. There's still people being killed just for being who we are. So let's fight together. Let's love together and never forget really what we are. Our community is supposed to be a loving community, an accepting community, and non-judgmental community because that always happens onto us. So that if we could just pass the word and just love each other a little bit more and hate a little bit less, maybe, just maybe, we can make this world a better world. You guys like that? I like that. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to all the new channel members and Patreon members. Love, 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 love you guys down. And I'll see you guys next time with more Heartstoppers.